I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. You've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I don't have to tell you things are bad.
All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men scattered across the face of the earth, pushing this word in all truth, okay, and sincerity. It is easy to do because, well, guess what? We have the facts, Jack. We got the information in the palm of our hand. All right. It's no longer a mystery as much. All right. For some of us. All right. Yeah, in all truth and in sincerity, and in doing so, you're going to also be risking your life. All right. Or if you could call it life. All right. Because like as the rapper Jay-Z said, this can't be life. This can't be love. It's got to be more. Can't be us. All right. That's right. Because Israel is in a low place right now. Our people are in a very, very, very low place under Esau, Edom. All right. And we need to get up out of there, man. Okay, we need to get up out of here, this place, all right, that we are at. We're at the behest of the wicked, according to the scriptures. The wicked in the Bible is talking about the so-called, all right, because they call themselves white people, all right. Well, they're not really white, as we know. They are the Edomites, descendants of Esau, all right? And shalom to the women and children who learn and, watch, and Lord willing, you're edified as well, okay? And you saw a reel from a movie. I forgot the name. I don't know the name of that movie. Salakia, okay? I just grabbed the clip, okay? Because it was a movie from 1976, which would make that movie 48 years old, okay? And, a lot of these movies, they're created, okay, surrounding certain events, okay, certain events in time, all right, certain events in time, and we're going to visit some of these things, all right. Right now, okay, You have the war. You have the United States. Okay. Again, this is another war and a rumor of war. Okay. So, you have the U.S., you have these senators, okay? Politicians. Now, the word politician, okay? When you go into the etymology of this word, okay? Let me see. Go into the etymology. Let me see. I'm using another device. So do I got? There we go. There goes the duck. All right. Okay. Um. Politician. Okay. Person from 1580s. Person skilled in politics. See politics plus IAN, especially one engaged in party politics. All right. Poll. All right. American English shortening of politician. You go to the polls. All right. Thus it took overturn are typically good ones. One concerned with public affairs. Okay. For the sake of profit or of a clique. All right. And these people are, okay, are concerned with public affairs only for the sake of profit. Like you have some people who are calling themselves prophets, okay, but they are only concerned, okay, that you could call them, they're not prophets, but they're politicians, okay, Israelite politicians, and you had them back, in the past, all right, and so they do what they do to get their hands on some money, all right. Johnson defines it as a man of artifice, one of deep contrivance, all right. The notion of enlightened, disinterested, and high-minded service statesman, all right. A man, however, would not properly be called a statesman unless he were also of eminent ability in public affairs for students of political science by way of distinction, okay, has been used. Polytheist has been used, all right. So let's see. Poll, right? American English colloquial shortening of politician. Okay. And so that's all that I could really see for now. And I'm not trying to make this a long video. All right. But when you break this word down, all right, let's see politic. Because, okay, yeah, too many words. Science and art of government from politic, all right. Aristotle's Ta Politica, Affairs of State, plural, in the book. All right. Medieval Latin forms, politics, science of good sense applied to public affairs and those forever changing. All right. Practice of form, 60 meaning, political opinion, polis. Okay. Politikos, Greek. Greek polis. All right. Citizens. All right. Politikos, pertaining to public life. Okay. State, civil, civic from Greek. Politikos of citizens. All right. And so, ultimately, these individuals, all right, they engineer, okay, with agendas that have been set forth. They engineer the way that society moves, the way that society operates. Okay, you see them now with, Joe Biden no longer in the forefront. Okay, because Biden was a very, was cooperative, very cooperative participant of this NWO system, okay, and whatever agenda they're pushing, but he was no longer able to keep it up. And so the forerunners are Trump and not Condoleezza, Kamala Harris, all right, in which, people may, it's argumentative. I'm not saying this is a definite or not, but in my belief, Kamala Harris is going to defeat Donald Trump if she survives, all right, for the presidency. Okay, she's plugged, like super plugged. Okay, again, as I said in other videos, she is a member of a all black sorority. All right, and I mean, that goes back. Okay, she's a member of the AKAs. Now, all the pretty girls, your lawyers, your people in the business world, they so-called black, they are supporting. They're going to support her to the fullest. Okay, doctors, lawyers, all black business people are going to support Kamala Harris. All right, men and women. Now, for me, this is just, reinforcing their push to, for women. You just had this woman who ducked out of the boxing match, okay, in the Olympics, okay, fighting a Hishi, okay, and she couldn't take it, okay, and she quit, okay. And so, they're gonna, want to put, you know, a woman there, man. Okay, her husband is a 1948er. Okay, whether you know it or not. Okay, and you have a lot of people say that she's not for us. Well, uh, she's not for so-called black people. Well, guess what? None of them have been for so-called black people. None of them, not a one. Okay? Not a one. So, what argument do you have? Okay? She's not like us. So, hey, none of them were. None of them are. Okay, here you had Bill Clinton, okay, just because he played a saxophone, okay, he was one of us, okay, and got, and cheated on his wife. That made him, one of us. So, it behests you to move as far and get your brain as far away from, the Negro, the ninja minded individual out here, man. Okay, because their reasoning is totally flawed, man. Okay, their reasoning, their foresight, their vision, okay, is corrupt. All right, totally. And so, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? All right, you got us here looking at Lindsey Graham. Well, Lindsey Graham is so adamant, okay, on going to war with Iran. So, I'm not a political person, but every time that, the recent news that I've been hearing about what's going on, Lindsey Graham has been a name that they have been saying that is ready for war. So it just didn't start here, okay? Just to show you, just like that movie clip took place all the way back to 1976. Here's something that Lindsey Graham and no telling how long he's been pushing this. They jump on a bandwagon. They're trainers. You have to understand, these people are puppets. Okay, they are sponsored. They are paid for. Okay, just like you have Israelite groups who are sponsored and paid for, man, who go out with an agenda, okay, that was given to them from whoever is fronting the money. So Graham said he will introduce a resolution in the Senate to allow military action by the United States in conjunction with Israel. Now, why would they be in conjunction with Israel? Okay? Israel is not a NATO country. Okay? Israel did not stop, even though they are in the Middle East, they did not stop 9/11 from happening or taking place. They didn't give the U.S. a heads up on 9/11. You know why? Because they couldn't tell on themselves. And they know that you people don't do any research. So let me go to a scripture real quick. I'm going to go to Micah here again. All right, 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's what, both of these nations have done. They have a history of that. I'm going to go into the NLT and read the same verse. Okay, this is Micah 2:1 in the NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking up evil plans. You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out, simply because you have the power to do so. Verse 2. When you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. You cheat a man of his property, stealing his family's inheritance. Okay? And that is the MO of the so-called white man, who is Edom, Esau. Okay? And they're doing the same thing no matter where they are in the earth. They can be in Australia, they can be in South Africa. Wherever they are, this is what their MO is. All right? And so we're seeing how they operate. They're operating in the image of Rome, all right? Just like the Romans did, okay? But they're back again, okay? And this is what they're doing, okay? Which is leading up to the MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, all right? Which they're going to put in you, okay? And so their agenda is to make things worse, make things bad in the earth. Again, this is an election year. You have gas prices out of the, man, you got food that's the price of food is phenomenal. These people they don't give a shit. Okay, they could care less. You got, I was looking at, and you got the price of even, the bad part of what you would, people would deem the bad part of chicken, the chicken thighs, all right? Shit, you're paying, you're paying the price of what ribeye steak used to be for chicken thighs, man. Okay? And so, you see people running, stealing cars and crashing cars through the front door of these high retail merchants, shops, okay, and going in and stealing the retail. And then you see these people leaving out, and the police are following them and not even pulling them over. They're just following them. Okay? Then these people get away with the goods. People are like, what's going on? People getting shot, and there's a lot of things that it could be. It could be cheaper to keep people. It could cheaper to keep people out of jail, because then the government doesn't have to pay for them. Because a lot of these guys, they go to jail to escape the streets, because they might get unalived in the street. Okay, so they go to jail to try to escape that fate. All right. Again, there's 24-hour security inside of jails. Okay, and you get free. You got everything in there. You got weed, everything you got out here. Okay, these they don't need no woman. All right, because they got boy pussy. All right, yeah, boy pussy. So this place is totally out of control. All right, but this is an agenda. All right. And this senator, he's from South Carolina. Okay? Do you think that he's going to send his children to fight in a war against Iran? Because guess what? They're going to be sending troops to Iran. Trust me, and that's going to be the title. Troops, U.S. troops are going to Iran. Make no mistake about it. U.S. troops are going to Iran. Okay? And you can thank Lindsey Graham. All right? He said so in conjunction with Israel. So they're moving with Israel. Okay? Again, okay? The least of the flock shall draw them out. It says to knock Iran out of the oil business. Okay, he's trying to knock Iran out of. Now here he is, zipping 100 miles, 1,000 miles away from Iran, but he wants to do dirt to the businessmen in Iran. He wants to knock Iran out of the oil business. All right. He says, Iran, if you escalate this war, we're coming for you. He added. But understand, this was in October. This was on October the 15th of 2023. See that? We're here now, okay? And look who he's in cahoots with, man. This is from the Jewish Insider. It says Graham introduces war powers bill to strike Iran's nuclear program. Okay? Again, the South Carolina senator unveiled the resolution just ahead of the Senate's August recess, with plans to attempt to force Senate floor consideration when lawmakers return in September. Senator Lindsey Graham, Republican, South Carolina, talks to members of the media as he makes his way to the Senate chamber at the U.S. Capitol on April 23rd, 2024 in Washington, D.C. Now, this was just in April, okay? So, this guy is, hell-bent, okay? Hell-bent on going to war. And what does it say? They covered fields, okay? They covered fields. Let me get another scripture, all right? And then I'm going to end it. It's not going to be a long video because, like I said, let me see. Come on. All right. Okay. Joel 3:9. And it says, say to the nations far and wide, okay, get ready for war. Call out your best warriors. Okay, and this is in the NLT. All right, I'm reading from the NLT. It says, get ready for war. Call out your best warriors. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack. Okay. Verse 10 says, hammer your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Okay. Train even your weaklings to be warriors. So that's what's going on now. Iran, they made a decree, all right, which a lot of times these people, they just, they be talking out of the side of their neck, all right. They be upset at the time and they say things, okay. But see, this is what Esau wants them to do. Now, we saw the result of 9/11 now, and how the world came together, okay. Now, that was comparable to what just took place in Tehran and in Lebanon or Beirut or wherever, okay, wherever that those two strikes took place, because there was other, not only was the one person that they were out after hidden, there were people innocent, okay, or people around who also were killed. All right. Come quickly, all you nations everywhere. Okay, we're talking World War III. Gather together in the valley, and now, O Lord, call out your warriors. Uh-oh. Okay. And that will be those chariots and those ICBMs. Okay. They're gonna get ready. Okay. Let the nations be called to arms. Let them march to the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I, the Lord, will sit to pronounce judgment on them all. Okay? So, a lot of people, okay, a lot of you Israelites, okay, you're gonna be the first ones they call up, just like with the Bubba Clot 19. All right. They had to, give that to Jake, to kind of dumb down their brain, okay? Make their brain they're putting stuff in the food. It's to keep you discombobulated, all right? Keep you, your attention span is low. It's because, it's because of what they're putting in the earth. They're spreading this in the earth, man, okay? So that they are able to accomplish their enterprise, all right? And so, you know, these people, they're going to have, a few weeks ago, I had the dream, and when which I said, I saw something, there was an event that took place, and there was no, there was no, like no it was no like a nuclear bomb, okay, that I could tell, because everything was intact, but there was no power. Okay, but like I said, when I left out the house, okay, the TV was playing. Okay, and the TV was playing, and there were some like East Indians, all right, Elam, they were cheering. Okay, so these nations, okay, they're not going to, this is it, man. Okay, this is it. Amalek has used this opportunity, because they know that once, if Trump gets in there, Trump is not about to put up with their bullshit, man. Okay, Trump. You think Trump is sending, okay, one of his sons, all right, or jeopardizing his children going to go fight a war? Okay, and they've just reinstated the draft. You forget about that, man. Okay. Kamala, she doesn't have any children. Okay. So she doesn't care about, she sits right in line. All right. She sits right in line with this agenda. Okay. Now, hey, I could be wrong. Time would tell. Okay. But the fact that a lot of you Israelites will be called up to go and to fight this war, okay? Because it's not just, you're going to have China step in, all right? If they go into Iran, China would undoubtedly go into Taiwan. And they're waiting, okay? They're waiting. And major moves are going to take place, that there's going to be no choice, okay, but for a world war, man. Okay, EMPs may fly, okay, knocking out the banks, your money, okay, So now's a good time for you brothers. You got, money in your accounts. Okay, get some money. All right. To have on hand. All right. Uh, you know, because things, there's no telling what direction, all right, that these things are about to go for these nations, because it's time for Esau to go down. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing, you were edified. Till next time, Shalom.